Welcome to the audiobook of New Social Studies, Grade 10. Unit 9, Lesson 2, page number 355. Specialized Agencies of the United Nations. Specialized agencies are the intergovernmental agencies affiliated with the UN by special agreements. They are separate, autonomous organizations which work with the UN and each other through the coordinating mechanism of the Economic and Social Council of the UN. They report annually to the Economic and Social Council. Besides specialized agencies, there are other programs, funds, and organizations in the UN family, all with their own membership, leadership, and budget. The specialized agencies are funded by both voluntary and assessed contributions, whereas the programs and funds are financed through voluntary rather than assessed contribution. Let's study about them and their relations with Nepal. UN Specialized Agencies. Number 1. Food and Agriculture Organization, FAO. Established in 16th October 1945 AD. Headquarters in Rome, Italy. Activities. It leads international efforts to fight hunger. It is both a forum for negotiating agreements between developing and developed countries and a source of technical knowledge and information to aid development. Every year, 16th October is observed as World Food Day. Number 2. World Health Organization, WHO. Established in 7th April 1948 AD. Headquarters in Geneva, Switzerland. Activities. It is the directing and coordinating authority on international health with the United Nations system. The objective of WHO is the attainment by all peoples of the highest possible level of health. Health, as defined in the WHO Constitution, is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. Nepal is a member of this organization since 1954 AD. 3. United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, UNESCO. Established in 4th November 1946 AD. Headquarters in Paris, France. Activities. It focuses on everything from teacher training to helping improve education worldwide for protecting important historical and cultural sites around the world. UNESCO adds World Heritage Sites to the list of irreplaceable treasures that will be protected for today's travelers and future generations. Nepal is a member of UNESCO since 1966 AD. Number 4. International Monetary Fund, IMF. Established in 27th December 1945 AD. Headquarters in Washington, USA. Activities. It fosters economic growth and employment by providing temporary financial assistance to countries to help ease balance of payments adjustment and technical assistance. Nepal is a member of IMF since 1961 AD. Number 5. International Labour Organization, ILO. Established in 11th April 1919 AD, 1919. Headquarters in Geneva, Switzerland. Activities. It promotes international labor rights by formulating international standards on the freedom to associate, collective bargaining, the abolition of forced labor, and equality of opportunity and treatment. Number 6. International Fund for Agricultural Development, IFAD. Established in 30th November 1977 AD. Headquarters, Rome, Italy. Activities. It focuses exclusively on rural poverty reduction, working with poor rural populations in developing countries to eliminate poverty, hunger, and malnutrition, raise their productivity and incomes, and improve the quality of their lives. Number 7. World Bank Group, WBG. Established in 27th December 1945 AD, headquarters in Washington, D.C., USA. World Bank Group, which is International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, IBRD, International Center for Settlement of Investment Disputes, ICSID, International Development Association, IDA, International Finance Corporation, IFC, Multilateral Investment Guarantee Agency, MIGA. Activities. It focuses on poverty reduction and the improvement of living standards worldwide by providing low-interest loans, interest-free credit, and grants to developing countries for education, health, infrastructure, and communications, among other things. Nepal became its member in 1961 AD. Number 8. International Maritime Organization, MARITIME, IMO, established in 17th March 1958 AD, headquarters in London, Britain. Activities. It creates a comprehensive shipping regulatory framework addressing safety and environmental concerns, legal matters, technical cooperation, security, and efficiency. Number 9. World Meteorological Organization, WMO, established in 23rd March 1950 AD, headquarters in Geneva, Switzerland. Activities. It facilitates the free international exchange of meteorological data and information and the furtherance of its use in aviation, shipping, security, and agriculture, among other things. Nepal is a member state of WMO since 1966 AD. Number 10. World Intellectual Property Organization, WIPO, established in 14th July 1967 AD, headquarters in Geneva, Switzerland. Activities. It protects intellectual property throughout the world through 23 international treaties. Number 11. International Civilian Aviation Organization, ICAO, established in 4th April 1947 AD, headquarters in Montreal, Canada. Activities. It sets international rules on air navigation, the investigation of air accidents, and aerial border crossing procedure. Number 12. International Telecommunication Union, ITU, established in 17th May 1965 AD, headquarters in Geneva, Switzerland. Activities. It is committed to connecting the entire world's population, world's people, wherever they live and whatever their means, to protect and support everyone's fundamental right to communicate. Nepal is a member of ITU since 1957 AD. 13. United Nations Industrial Development Organization, UNIDO, established in 17th November 1966 AD, headquarters in Vienna, Austria. Activities. It promotes industrial development for poverty reduction, inclusive globalization, and environmental sustainability. 14. Universal Postal Union, UPU, established 9th October 1874 AD, headquarters in Bern, Switzerland. Activities. It works as a primary forum for cooperation between postal sector players. It helps to ensure a truly universal network of up-to-date products and services. Number 15. World Tourism Organization, UNWTO, established 2nd January 1975 AD, headquarters Madrid, Spain. Activities. It works for the promotion of responsible, sustainable, and universally accessible tourism. UN programs and funds. Number 1. United Nations Development Programme, UNDP. Activities. It works in nearly 170 countries and territories, helping to eradicate poverty, reduce inequalities, and build resilience so that countries can sustain progress. As the UN's development agency, UNDP plays a critical role in helping countries achieve the Sustainable Development Goals. Number 2. United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF. Activities. It provides long-term humanitarian and development assistance to children and mothers. Number 3. United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, UNHCR. Activities. It protects refugees worldwide and facilitates their return home or resettlement. 4. World Food Programme, WFP. Activities. It aims to eradicate hunger and malnutrition. It is the world's largest humanitarian agency. Every year, the program feeds almost 80 million people in around 75 countries. Number 5. United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime, UNODC. Activities. It helps member states fight drugs, crime, and terrorism. Number 6. United Nations Population Fund, UNFPA. Activities. It expands the possibilities for women and young people to lead healthy and productive lives. Number 7. United Nations Conference on Trade and Development, UNCTAD. Activities. It deals with development issues, particularly international trade as the main driver of development. Number 8. United Nations Environment Programme, UNEP. Activities. It acts as a catalyst, advocate, educator, and facilitator to promote the wise use and sustainable development of the global environment. Number 9. United Nations Relief and Works Agency for Palestine Refugees, UNRWA. Activities. It works for the welfare and human development of Palestine refugees, including education, healthcare, relief and social service, camp infrastructure and improvement, etc. Number 10. UN Women. Activities. It focuses exclusively on gender equality and women's empowerment. Number 11. United Nations Human Settlements Programme, UN Habitat. Activities. It works to promote socially and environmentally sustainable human settlement development and the achievement of adequate shelter for all. Other entities. Number 1. United Nations Programme on HIV/AIDS, UNAIDS. Activities. It works for stopping and reversing the spread of HIV/AIDS. Number 2. United Nations Office for Disaster Risk Reduction. I will repeat. United Nations Office for Disaster Risk Reduction, UNISDR. Activities. It serves as the focal point in the United Nations system for the coordination of disaster risk reduction. Number 3. United Nations Office for Project Services, UNOPS. Activities. It supports for the peace building, humanitarian and development projects around the world. Related organizations. Number 1. International Atomic Energy Agency, IAEA. Activities. It works with its member states and multiple partners worldwide to promote the safe, secure, and peaceful use of nuclear technologies. Number 2. World Trade Organization, WTO. Activities. It serves as a forum for governments to negotiate trade agreements and a place where member governments try to sort out the trade problems they face with each other. Nepal is a member of WTO since 2004 AD. Number 3. Commission for the Comprehensive Nuclear Test Ban Treaty Organization, CTBTO. Activities. It promotes the Comprehensive Nuclear Test Ban Treaty, which is not yet in force. Number 4. Organization for Prohibition of Chemical Weapons, OPCW. Activities. It implements the Chemical Weapons Convention, CWC, and works to achieve a world free of chemical weapons. Number 5, International Organization of Migration, IOM. Activities. It works to help ensure the orderly and humane management of migration, to promote international cooperation on migration issues, to assist in the search for practical solutions to migration problems, and to provide humanitarian assistance to migrants in need, including refugees and internally displaced people. International Organization Development Association, IODA, established in 24th September 1960 AD. Headquarters, Washington, D.C., USA. Activities. It provides soft loan to least developed countries. It encourages for sustainable economic growth and development. Nepal got its membership in 1963 AD. Activities. Number 1. Prepare a list of specialized agencies of the UN along with their date of establishment and functions. Discuss about it in the class. Number 2. Search about the activities and functions of the UNHCR and UNESCO using internet and present in the class. 3. Make a model of news mentioning the contribution of the UNICEF. Exercise. Very short answer questions. Number 1. What do you mean by the specialized agencies of the UN? Number 2. How are the specialized agencies of the UN funded? Short answer questions. Number 1. Make a list of the activities done by the UN specialized agencies working in Nepal. Number 2. Suggest any 4 ways to make the activities of the UN specialized agencies more effective. Number 3. Which one do you think is the most important among the UN specialized agencies? Justify your answer with logics. Number 4. Write full form of UNESCO and give its short introduction. Community work. There might be some UN programs running in your community. Search about such programs and prepare a report. This is the end of Unit 9, Lesson 2 at page number 363. This podcast is dedicated to visually impaired students. So if you know anybody who needs this book to listen and learn, please share the link, and also please subscribe the channel. Thank you and all the best.